What's up, Grow Fit family? I'm Jermaine, and today's video is by request. I'm going to show you guys how I grew my papaya trees, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know how you can pump out massive papayas, more than you even know what to do with. I'm going to take you through all the steps of what I use. And listen, these steps that I'm about to give you, this is just proven steps of how to care for your papaya trees. Oftentimes we get caught into doing way too much or just nothing at all. Let's slide somewhere in that middle ground. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. It's been working for us, and it took our papaya trees from having just a couple fruit on them to, like I said, so many big giant papayas. I'm about to show you guys how to do it too, so you can go in your backyard and grow some papayas. So let's get into it. You want to get your papayas planted in the right spot first. So let me be real with y'all. Papayas, they are low-key drama queens. They want sun, they want warmth, they want good drainage, just a little bit of wind, not too much. They need a good amount of water, but not too much. They're heavy feeders, but they prefer only a certain type of food for optimum growth. Papaya trees, they could be very needy until established, and a liability during serious winds when you plant them around anything else, because they will break and fall. How do we grow these trees again? But we grow them because of the seeds. Is that important? Those seeds in papayas, yep. Those seeds are why we put up with this tree so much, because those seeds are so nutritional. And you know what? That's a whole nother video that I'm gonna have to make about papaya seeds. But don't plant them where there's water puddles after a heavy rain. You don't want that. And if you have low spots, mound up your soil first. Space them out about 7 to 10 feet apart so they can get proper airflow. As you see, papaya trees can get pretty wide. Plants, they love and they need all the sun you can give them. You see these large solar panels on them. These are basically solar panels. So give them as much sun as you can get in your yard. Plant them in the sunniest spot that you can possibly provide for them. Before you put your papaya tree in the ground, you might want to mix some compost or manure just to supercharge that soil. A little bit of bone meal is excellent. It helps those roots get to moving. And if you have this Florida sugar sand like we got, you're going to want to amend that soil a bit before you're planting your papayas. And if you're starting from seed, go with varieties that flowers. You don't want male seeds. You don't want that. You don't want no wasted space in your backyard. So just go for some self-pollinated seeds. Let's start our papayas off right. I baby mine until they're about 6 to 8 inches tall before moving them outside. Keep them in good potting mix that's well draining so they don't drown. Now, you're going to want to plant these papaya trees if you have cleared your last frost date. So if you're got frost on the horizon, don't plant them now. Wait until after your last frost date. Papayas, they need warm weather, so that ground has to be warm. So plant your papayas when you have more warmer days ahead than cooler. And when you finally plant them, be gentle. You don't want to mess up those roots. Papaya trees, they are very sensitive roots once you start planting them. Again, they're very needy, so be careful when you're planting them not to disturb those roots too much. So with these papayas, consistent water is the key. Too dry and the flowers drop. Too much and the roots rot. So we use drip irrigation and mulch, a thick base of mulch around, leaving a little gap so the trunk doesn't rot. That mulch, it keeps moisture in and it keeps those weeds away for an easy win. So papayas, they are hungry plants. We feed our papayas every couple of weeks. Now, what we used to do before we got this food forest up and established is we used to give them a balanced fertilizer to make sure they're getting all their micronutrients. A sprinkle of compost or worm castings between feedings, it keeps them happy. And papayas, they are heavy feeders. But the beautiful thing now that since we have so many plants growing, we've been able to feed our papaya trees more and more with compost tea, chop and drop, pigeon peas, and even moringa. I hate giving up my moringa, but it's good for our plants. So it keeps the papaya trees healthy and it's free. But until you can get to that point, look, store-bought fertilizer is perfect for you. So yes, get it and use it. Worm castings, bone meal, and chicken manure, we still use that now in our mini jungle that we got growing. So feed your papayas. They are going to be one of your heaviest feeding fruit trees in your yard. So if you have self-pollinated papayas, you're already ahead of the game. If you end up with a male tree, just pull that out. It's useless unless if you have females that need the pollen. More pollination equals more fruit. Bees, they will help you, but having the right mix of fruit trees does the heavy lifting for you. So make sure when you're buying your fruit trees, especially your papayas, make sure it's self-pollinating. Now, there's nothing worse than a loaded papaya tree snapping in the wind. Give them something that's going to protect them if you can. We use sugar cane to block our wind around our papaya trees and around most of our other plants around the house. And I mean, it tastes good when you chew it too. So this is what we use to beat the wind. Sugar cane is a natural windbreak. It's excellent for just protecting your papaya trees. Another thing is too, you want to keep the weeds clear so they're not stealing nutrients. Remember, papaya trees are heavy feeders. They can produce a lot of big fruit, but they need all the nutrients. They don't have time to be fighting with weeds that's stealing those nutrients. If a papaya tree loses its top, it's okay. You can cut the top off anyway and your papaya tree is gonna grow right back. We do it when they get a little bit too large. So chopping it off, half in your papaya tree, it's still gonna come back, and it's gonna come back even stronger. So Grow Fit fam, so here's some quick things to jot down that you should know about papayas, and this is what we do. So first, we stagger our plantings. We don't plant all our papaya trees at the same time, just like you would for many other crops. So we stagger our plantings, so that way we'll always have papayas for most of the year. If we're planting more papaya trees to keep the disease away, we'll solarize the soil before we put down a new papaya tree in that spot. Something that we don't do enough of, and we need to, but you should, is pick that ripe fruit. Take that fruit off that tree as soon as possible, whenever it's ready, because it's going to help that tree to produce more fruit for you. Another thing, we feed it constantly. Like I said, pigeon peas, moringa, we chop and drop, and we feed our trees with that. Compost, we make sure we have a fresh layer of compost on it as much as possible. You just want to feed your tree whatever you got. Store-bought fertilizers is fine. Papayas are such heavy feeders, so feed your papaya tree. Water. Now we're in rainy season, so we really don't have to water it too much, and it's getting the best water you can get from God. But when it's not rainy season, we'll water our papaya trees as much as possible. We have a couple rain barrels, so I try to give it rainwater still. But if not, it's fine. Just put your irrigation system on it, your drip system, whatever you got, put it on it, water those papaya trees. They need a lot of water, but not too much, because those roots, remember, those needy trees, they're needy. Grow Fit fam, that was just a quick video just to help you guys get your papaya trees started, and some healthy papaya trees so you can get those seeds too. Maybe you like the fruit, but those seeds is so valuable, so healthy for you. So let's just remember, we prep the soil, we water constantly, we feed, we protect, and we're going to keep cranking out more and more papayas. Do this and you'll be pulling papayas until you're tired of eating them. So in the comments below, let me know if you actually like the taste of papayas off the tree. It seems like many people can't even stand the taste of fresh papayas, or they don't like that musty smell. But let me know if you're one of those people who actually love fresh papayas, or if you're like us, you just love the seeds. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to head over to my website, growfitflorida.com, and get your copy of Grow Food, Not Lawns, my new book. Thank you guys very much, and until the next video, God bless.